at a bank account right now, you get 0.5%. And with us, you get at least 5% just on top of your crypto holdings, not even counting in the appreciation that the asset will have over the next couple of years. So I think the upside potential is just huge.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Weekly podcast. I'm here with Eric Kasanowski from Decentral Capital. Pleasure to be with you, Eric.
Yeah, pleasure to be with you, Mike. Looking forward to the interview.
Likewise. So first off, Eric, tell me a little bit about Decentral Capital and some of the service offerings that you guys provide to your clients.
Yeah, for sure. So just a little bit to give you a background about our company. So we launched the company last year in August, and our goal is mainly to provide or be an on-ramp service for people who are new to the crypto space. So our product offer is mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point in time. And the good thing is that I see it as a white glove solution. So people can come in and depending on their risk model as well as their portfolio structure to basically invest into the coin directly, what is really important for us. So they don't leave us on exchanges. And what we also help them out with is not just setting up the crypto account itself, but also trade on their behalf if they want to have alpha on their portfolio. And beyond that, we are also looking right now into a lending option, meaning you hold your crypto for a certain amount of time and you receive a certain yield on it. So if you lock your crypto up for a year, for example, you will receive 5% at the end of the year. Additional gains. So what is also really nice for passive income if you just want to see it as a savings account and also want to dip your toe in and get more comfortable in the crypto space. Yeah.
Amazing. And being that you guys are an on-ramp and bringing a lot of people into crypto, as you said, as a white glove service, do you have an educational program? Do you work on educating people about the investment thesis for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well?
Exactly. So there's few things. You can either reach out to us directly and one of our advisors get in touch with you and answer any question you may have. And then on the other side, you can also just visit our website at decentralcapital.ca. And we also have basically an entire blog post section with things that are up to date in the current market. So news, as well as also it has an educational program that just says what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum, what is a ledger, what to be careful for in terms of scams. The industry as a whole just has sometimes a little bit of a bad reputation for older people because, money is getting stolen or other things happening, rug pulls happening if people just invest in altcoins and then it's very unfortunate. So the number one priority is as an investor, never lose money, right? So
exactly. Yeah. And so I guess that brings up a great point because, being that the crypto industry can sometimes be referred to as a little bit of a wild west. What are some of the benefits of investing your funds through, an entity like Decentral Capital as opposed to buying, holding, and storing those coins, on your own? Can you maybe speak to your custody solution and the benefits of having somebody else with the responsibility of custody of your keys as opposed to the responsibility of doing that on your own?
No, I think again to circle just back to the initial question, I would say education right now is the biggest fear for people of not investing into cryptocurrencies. And I would say if you have someone at the beginning who just guides you through the process and takes a little bit the fear out and also has a little bit, can take you on your hand. Oh, all good on your end?
Yeah. I apologize.
No problem. And this will just give the people more confidence. And our goal is not to take over your entire portfolio at the end of the day. It's more or less just setting you up. And then later on, trading is an entire different beast, especially in the crypto world. We are recording this right now, May 20th, and yesterday, the Bitcoin price fell almost 20% on one day. And this can just scare a lot of people out of the market, emotions kicking in, and then you may tend to do certain actions that are not good for your portfolio in the long run. And we are there and helping you, prevent you from doing stupid things in really volatile times. And the other thing is also helping you, just setting you up, especially now with the new lending offer that comes out, to generate a passive income. Like if you look at a bank account right now, you get 0.5%. And with us, you get at least 5% just on top of your crypto holdings, not even counting in the appreciation that the asset will have over the next couple of years. So I think the upside potential is just huge.
So, I mean, you guys are an actively traded fund, and, I would just like to dig into a little bit more about your kind of investment strategy around both these funds, the Bitcoin fund and the Ethereum fund. As you said, and we were talking before the podcast started, and you had mentioned that your funds were up about 35% on the actual accrual of price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what are some of the investment strategies that you use, that you employ, in order to help you get these outsized gains over, the just buying and holding?
Yeah. So our strategy is we are not a day trading company. So we are literally taking bigger swings and positions ourselves. So what is really important for us to look is on-chain data, like what is the outflow, what is the inflow to exchanges. Also, social sentiment plays a certain role. And there's just another also technical analysis that you can use, but those are mainly just for the short term. I would say if you always look out and analyze the Bitcoin price based on history and how it has performed on a month-to-month base, you get a really good understanding of the market. And based on how overheated certain indicators are, we take a certain portfolio out, if you make a good amount of gains and then buy in back later, like we have done in the last couple of days, so you accumulate additional wealth throughout the bull cycle. And the biggest thing moving forward is also protect you from the downside, especially during bear markets, that you're not just run down with minus 80 or minus 70% on your portfolio.
Absolutely. And better to have the professionals like yourselves, trading those swings as opposed to trying to do that on your own. The crypto industry moves very fast. And if you're not in it, 24/7 as your full-time job, it can be very difficult to understand where those swings are coming and do that on your own. So I think that's a great, offering. For the people that are new to the crypto space and looking to get exposure, can we talk a little bit about the actual coins themselves? You have the two funds, Bitcoin and Ethereum, but those are both very different investment propositions. Can you talk about, a thesis for investing in Bitcoin versus the thesis for investing in Ethereum, as a base level protocol versus kind of a store of value?
Awesome. Yeah, I would start with Bitcoin because I think this is the most known coin, I would say, and what makes the blockchain technology explode and other coins evolve around it. And to put it really simple, Bitcoin is a store of value. And what it means, it is the first digital asset that is scarce, what was just not there before. Meaning, if you compare it to gold, you only have a certain amount of gold in the earth. And we don't know how much it really is, and we don't know where it is exactly distributed. But the beauty about Bitcoin is there will be only 21 million coins ever in existence. You see how many are circulating. And with on-chain data, you can see how many holdings certain wallets possess and when they are moving. So it is actually a really, really, really great tool. Like you can move billions of funds for $3. You don't need to pay for storage. And it gives you a great advantage, and it is just the future because the future is digital. Also, one thing just to finish this one up, Bitcoin, let's say, even if it's not getting developed even further, like let's say we stop right here with development, it is done. It is already a finished product that is just working 24/7 since 12 years, didn't have a single failure, and it just continues from here on out. So when we now switch to Ethereum is something completely different. It's more or less seen as this, how can I say, decentralized computer. And what it actually is, it's mainly, it provides a platform for a lot of other companies to onboard their services on. So I think right now what gives Ethereum really value is to I see it almost as a playground, you know, like you see a lot of companies starting something, and at the end of the day, 90% fail, but the 10% they are succeeding, they are really, really big and give a big utility. Like some of them now in the NFT space, you know, projecting basically people in their art and making money there. Also through like exchanges, other coins is a big thing. So yeah, I think Ethereum is great, and I think it has just captured such a big market already that other companies, for example, like Polkadot or Cardano, they are also in this space, are having a really hard time to capture shares. So they are having a really promising white paper, and they think they also can step in and be the next Ethereum killer. But it is all comes down to a network effect, and if a lot of people are using it and the main network is not failing, then it's very unlikely that other companies will take over Ethereum. And this is why we have it in our portfolio. It is the second biggest holding, and it has performed very well, historically speaking.
Absolutely. I think that's a great kind of analysis, and how many Ethereum killers have come and gone over the years, whereas this has the network effect, the the developers behind it, and the ecosystem that's building. So thank you for that that introduction. With respect to Decentral Capital, I know you have these two funds right now actively managed. Is there appetite from your investors to expand into other facets of the cryptocurrency space, or for the most part are your institutional investors mostly focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum as the top two plays?
So right now, the base will always still remain Bitcoin and Ethereum. But that being said, we see the ecosystem on the long run, and there will be more companies evolve around the blockchain technology, and we want to set ourselves up to be competitive in that space, meaning we will have probably in the future more products offering. I don't want to say too much, but we partnered also with another company that we hopefully can use to bring people in and help them out in altcoin investings and maybe also in ICOs. But I would say once everything is official and launched, I think we can maybe have another interview and talk about that.
Yeah. That sounds great. Would love to recapture that in a future interview. We had touched on this a little bit earlier, but I do really want to bring it back to the custody piece and understand more about Decentral Capital's offering with respect to custody. We kind of talked about the keys and trusting a trusted custodian with those keys. What specifically does Decentral Capital do to ensure that investors' funds are safe and secure?
Yeah, so we are basically signed up with two custodians. It is one Gemini and the other one is Ledger. And I think both of them have a track record that both of their cold storages are very secure. They are both very, very regulated. And at the same time, they are also offering an insurance, that your money is basically secured to up to 150 million. I think what is a really nice goodie, just in case the impossible happened and, things are getting hacked or you lose money through some other things. So this is important to us. We also use Gemini as our, how can I say, onboarding trading platform, meaning this is also where we purchase, like buy and sell all the cryptocurrencies on our end. And I can just say that the service is pretty good. So if, as I said, our funds are not necessarily locked up, you can get access to it every time you want it. And, the withdrawal, like if it is bigger amounts, can get done in 2 business days, And I think this is a really nice service, especially for people who want to, see opportunity in other fields and want to take maybe some profits and invest now in the stock market, as well as vice versa. If they say, hey, a dip like yesterday, here's more money, please invest it. I want to be participating in the new upswing. We can certainly do it for you. And this is just the beauty of it. Yeah.
Amazing. And when we talk about crypto security, I mean, custody is one aspect of that. The other is regulation. And I know, you guys are a registered FinTrack company. Can you speak a little bit more to that that distinction and what type of credibility that lends to Decentral Capital?
Yeah, no, I mean, in order to get this license that you said, like FinTrack is literally a license that you are basically regulated under the Canadian law, and you need to basically prove your entire system to the Canadian regulator. Like you write an AML policy, and this is a really, really hefty document, that is basically set up by multiple lawyers and just needs to get checked and you always need to stay compliant with the current law. Like in June, for example, there will be a new update rolled out from the Canadian regulators that they want to secure the funds even further, meaning every person who is now onboarded also needs to provide some identification number and also proof of address, so that there is literally no scam possible. And people, or any money laundering, right? I mean, we don't want to finance any terrorists or any other bad things. So, and this also gives the client a little bit of peace in mind. As I said before, there is just a lot of black sheeps out there. They just want to get your money in your hands and then run away with it. So here you have always, someone behind it who is proven and has the stamp gotten from the regulators.
Absolutely. I've got a couple quick questions with respect solely to Decentral Capital, and then I want to get your opinion on what's happening in the market right now, because yesterday was a crazy day. Quickly, which clients do you allow into your fund? Is it specific by geography, or is there a minimum?
Yep. So right now we are onboarding people from Canada mainly. We also have a few people from Europe that we can allow to. This is, I would say, our majority of the group. We also have few from the US, but it really depends on the state. And I think it only comes down to 2 or 3 states that we can allow at this point in time. Sorry, the other question was
the other question, is there a minimum?
The minimum, yeah. So there is a minimum if you want to have your portfolio managed in an active manner, meaning if you want to have us trade it and create some alpha, a minimum amount is at least $10,000. If you just want to get exposure to the crypto market and see what's going on, but I said there is no really minimum needed. We are really happy to help everyone to get onboarded and grow the ecosystem as a whole, because the system and Bitcoin, or in general the cryptocurrency, can only survive if more people participate, believe in it, and also use it. This is really important. Yeah,
absolutely. So thanks for answering that. I think we got a lot of great information on Decentral Capital. I'd just love to get your take on what happened in the market. And for those who are maybe watching this a week or two late, Bitcoin saw one of its largest single day crashes since 2018 yesterday. And the whole market was bloody. Everything's down 30, 40, 50%. So I would just like to hear kind of some of your thoughts and where you see this recovery spanning. How long do you think it's going to take?
Yeah, I would say I just want to go back maybe a few weeks. Like I think the all-time high for Bitcoin was around $65,000 US dollars, and we always tried to attempt to break that mark. But when we had the last run up, it only went to 60, and you already could see maybe a little bit of a weakening there. Like it was not entirely sure how it is, but you could also see there was a lot of sentiment in the market. A lot of other people tried to make even faster gains than just Bitcoin alone. So you could just see a lot of people invested into Dogecoin or any other altcoins. What is not wrong, but you just need to understand that a lot of those coins are maybe don't have a big fundamentals behind it. So they are just used as speculation object only. And what just simply happens is a lot of people are trading with leverage, meaning they are borrowing money just in the hope the price will be higher from the buy-in they had today. And the last few weeks just had shown that a lot of people just are not well served. Like some bigger entities did sell, and that basically triggered a cascade of liquidations for a lot of investors. And just today alone, I think on May 19th, like when this big drop occurred, over 8.9 billion got liquidated, meaning over 750,000 people lost money on that single day. And when I mean lost money, is like you went to zero on the trade that you opened, you know. And yeah, this is just where it is good on the long run that the market is now a little bit cooled off, and that we can really focus on the foundations again and say, hey, why does this happen? What happens? And I think it will probably take from here on a couple of weeks or months to consolidate, gain a certain trust back from the people before we maybe can attempt another uprun later the year. I'm still very positive, and I can say 100,000 are still in for the year, but yeah, it will take a little bit. It's not today.
Yeah, that was going to be my second question, because I had to, you know, answer a lot of phone calls yesterday morning and walk a lot of people off the ledge. But you know, in your opinion, you don't see this as the end of the bull market by any means, nor do I.
No, I think just historically speaking, you know, bull corrections happen, or those big corrections happen in each bull market. So, and we are still like, it was certainly a hefty drop. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. And it just shook out a lot of leveraged people. And this will just, as I say, take a little bit of time to regain. But at the same time, I also just want to mention, like, a lot of people lost money yesterday, right? And I don't know their financial background or in what situation they are in, you know, like with COVID going on and such like this. And I want to just encourage people who are thinking this is now the end, I'm rock bottom, like, please reach out to any hotlines near your city. You know, if you think this has really an impact on you and you're thinking about other things than money right now in a bad way. So again, money is not everything of the world. I know we are here in the crypto space to, of course, make some money, but again, it will go up.
Yeah. Fantastic message. And, you know, just to reiterate, never invest more than you're comfortable losing. So thank you for adding that as well. Eric, for if people are looking to reach out to you, how would they get in touch?
Yeah, I would say that the easiest way to reach myself is just going to decentralcapital.ca. Otherwise, we also have being present on each social media account, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So if you have a question, just go straight ahead and use whatever you feel comfortable with, and we get back to you in a short time.